Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Angelica here, and I'm back with another video. For today's video, I'm actually going to be doing the pop-off method. I'm going to be practicing on my hands, and I wanted to be able to take them off quickly, so that's why I'm using the pop-off method. I'm not really going to go into detail about how to do this. If you'd like a detailed explanation on how to use the pop-off method, let me know and I'll make a tutorial in another video. But for today's video, I didn't really have it super planned out. I just know that I wanted to create a junk nail set, and that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be applying the cuticle oil and top coat twice just to make sure that they pop off, and when it's ready to remove them. Here I'm just going to go ahead and size my tips. I'm using square tips, and these are soft gel tips. I actually purchased these from Temu, and I'm absolutely obsessed with them. They're really good. And the price is amazing. It's a fraction of the price of what it would cost on Amazon for the same nail tips. So definitely check them out. I will include a link below for you guys. And now that my tips are glued, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting them down. Usually I would use a magnet tool to help me size my tips, but in this case I'm just using my eyes. It's really good to train your eyes for that in an instance that you forget your magnets or whatever have you. It's a really good skill to have. I know that, you know, all OG nail techs can pretty much just, you know, eyeball it and cut down your tips, and I think that that's something that everybody should practice and not rely so much on all of these modern things that are coming out every day. And here I'm just dusting off the nail, and I blended my tips. So I'm going to go ahead and go in. I'm going to use, I believe it's Bead bubblegum for this nail set, and this is a young nail acrylic. I'm also using their monomer, and I'm using an extremely old Pana brush. This is probably my first nail brush that I got when I was in nail school, so it's about 3 years old now. So it's kind of, you know, worn, but I still use it. It's my favorite brush, and it's lasted for such a long time. I really recommend purchasing Pana brushes. Like when I was in nail school, I would constantly get acrylic stuck in my brush, and it's still holding up to this day. Like, I've soaked it in acetone a lot of times to actually remove the acrylic, not knowing that it was supposed to be an acetone and monomer mix, and the bristles are still, like, they're intact, they're together. So I definitely recommend this brush for beginners, and it makes your application so much easier because it is a really good quality brush, and it does hold on to quite a bit of monomer. And just for the record, it is a size 8. I will include a link at the bottom of the video in the description so that you guys can see what brush I'm talking about. I actually recently just purchased a new one, so I barely use this one, but I just keep this one on hand. And here I slowed down the video a bit for you guys so you can see my acrylic application on this one nail. The rest of it's going to be fast forwarded, but I like to start my acrylic where the free edge and the tip meet and kind of work my way up. That's where I place my first bead. I kind of just do it this way. I know a lot of people start at the cuticle. Whenever I start at the cuticle, I end up messing up the nail. Like, the flow isn't the same for me. So I recommend finding your flow and your way of applying acrylic that works for you. As long as the end result is smooth and it's clean, it doesn't really matter how you start. It just matters how you apply and lay your acrylic down. And one of the main reasons why I love working with young nails, it's because it's so creamy and it's so buttery, and it's just a pleasure to work with. I've worked with a lot of different acrylics, like from nail school to this point. I've worked with Tammy Taylor, hated it. I've used Model 1s, hated it. McCart is alright. It's a really chalky acrylic, to be honest. Dynamic nails, I say, is not necessarily for a beginner because you have to be able to move a bit faster. It is medium setting, but some of the colors will set a bit faster than others. So I feel like for beginners, true beginners, young nails is that sweet spot. It's going to give you the best results, and you're going to notice that there's going to be a difference in your acrylic application versus trying all of these other different products. And it isn't sponsored. I just truly believe in the Young Nail system. Like, I use it every day. And I know that Young Nails is like on the pricey side, but if you're a beginner and you truly want to be successful, I feel like it's better to invest in good quality products, because in the long run, it's going to speed up your growth instead of hinder you. Your product should work for you, not against you, and just save up some money. Young Nails always has flash sales, and then they have their Thanksgiving sales, their Black Friday deals, their Christmas deals, their beginning of the year deals. So just watch out for those deals, and you'll definitely be able to find a product at a good price and save some money on it as well. I know I got a couple of Young Nail products from TikTok shop, and I think TikTok gives you like a 20% off additional on your first purchase. So that's definitely a deal that you'd like to take advantage of while it's still available. I don't know if it's still available for everyone, but it was for me. So definitely check it out, give it a try. I can also link that in the description box below for you guys as well. And a moment of silence. I just want to take a moment to appreciate how smooth that acrylic laid. I know I could have took a better frame of that, but they're so smooth. And it also helps with cutting down filing time as well. The smoother you lay your acrylic, the less you'll have to file in the long run, thus speeding up your application process, and overall just making your nails look 10 times better. So here I'm just going to go ahead and file. I'm going to do all of my filing and fast forward. So I'm just going to clean up the edges and go in, and I'm going to be kind of like curving the tip. It's not going to be a straight, it's going to be kind of like a C at the top, if that makes sense. Yeah, question done. Mission impact. I got it. Heck yeah. Let's go this whole time. Really? Didn't even get this. I'm lucky. Yes, that's fine. And here I'm just going to go in with my e-file and clean up around my cuticle and just make sure that everything looks good before I go in and start with my design. And then I like to use a mixture of isopropyl alcohol 100% and a little bit of water to dust off my nails. I don't like getting up to go wash my hands after doing my nails. It's just kind of tedious, especially when I'm recording. So that's what I do. I just take a brush and I take off all of the dust. and they're looking extremely cute at this point. Now we're gonna go with some nail art. So with the nail art, I wanted to go in with this glitter color. I wasn't entirely sure when making this design what I wanted. I just knew that I wanted some junk nails. So I pretty much just decided I'm going to do kind of like glitter as my base on top of this bead bubblegum, because I really liked the translucentness of the base, and then the added glitter just kind of gave it an extra pop. So during the last video, everybody got to see me struggle with some Frenchies, and here I am again doing French. Practice makes perfect, and I'm going to continue to practice French because it's one of those things that I absolutely hate doing, and I feel like a lot of people really love their French, especially in salon. So why not, you know? The more I practice, the better I'm gonna get. So I decided that I'm gonna do French as the background for some of these junk nails. I just think that it looks really cute. So I kind of went in and I just started with a V shape. I wasn't truly sure how to do it, but I just winged it and it kind of came out. So I went ahead and made the almond shape French, the deep almond shape French, you know, kind of new style. And I think they came out absolutely cute. Not perfect, but cute. And I can definitely see the improvement from today's French and the French in the last video. So I'm going to continue to practice and hopefully, you know, I'll get better. Let me know what you guys think. Did I improve? So now I'm just going to start picking out some charms and seeing where I want them placed. The charms are going to be kind of at random, but not super random. I kind of want them to color coordinate a little bit, but what I do know is that I want them to be Hello Kitty junk nails. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my rhinestone or charm placement, and I'm using the McCart glue that comes in the little tube. I ran out of the one that comes inside of the jar, but they're equally as good and I really love using them. Your charms are not going to go anywhere, and neither are your rhinestones. That's how good the glue is. I feel like everybody swears by it, but it truly is just that good. And now that I have all of my charms laid down, I am going to go in and flash cure it before I completely cure them. I just want to make sure that they're frozen in place and that my charms don't like turn on me as I put them into the lamp. and it's extremely helpful. Like, I definitely recommend getting a pin care light. It makes all the difference, especially when working on clients. You won't have those accidental like mistakes where the rhinestone or the charms kind of move out of placement because they bumped their hand before they got into the lamp. And then here I'm just going to go ahead and grab my McCart rhinestone glue and fill out any empty spaces in between the charms, just to make sure that I won't pull at my hair while I'm using my nails, and hair won't get like caught in it or anything like that, or they won't get caught in my clothing as well. And here's what they're looking like. And last but not least, I'm going to go in and top coat all of my nails. It is a little bit more difficult to top coat your nails when you have so many charms on them, but definitely just try to get into every nook and cranny and then cure them, and you should be fine. And this is it, guys. This is the final result. I'm absolutely loving them. I think that they're so beautiful and they're so pretty. And I got my junk nails. Let me know what you guys think in the comment below. I will be linking all of the things that I mentioned in the video below in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.